David Malouf's novel, An Imaginary Life, tells the story of the Roman poet Ovid, who was exiled from his home city of Rome in the year 8 of the Common Era. The reason for Ovid's exile are not well known, but we do know that he was forced to leave Rome and live in what is now the city of Constanta, Romania, a city that at the time of Ovid's exile was at the farthest reaches of the Roman Empire. So Ovid was going to a city not only where people had an entirely different culture, but where they didn't even speak his language, and they certainly weren't reading his poems. Now, in the course packet, you'll find an English translation of some of the poems Ovid wrote while he was on his way to Constanta. These poems express a lot of his frustration and anxiety, and they're the only real historical record we have of Ovid's life after he left Rome. What David Malouf is doing in An Imaginary Life is really trying to open up that life and imagine what Ovid would have experienced once he arrived in Constanta. Malouf himself is the son of Lebanese Australians, so he's the son of immigrants and has his own experiences as a second generation Australian. An Imaginary Life becomes a kind of parable of immigrant experience, and I think it speaks quite well to the issues we've been discussing all semester. Now, as you read the first three parts of this novel for class on Monday, I'd like you to keep in mind two main questions. First, how does Malouf represent Ovid's experience of living in a culture he doesn't understand among people who do not speak his language? And two, what does Ovid learn from his experiences? How does he change? I'll look forward to hearing your thoughts on these questions in class on Monday.